Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Collective Stupidity podcast, or just Collective Stupidity if you're pressed for time. The only podcast on the internet that is guaranteed to leave you with fewer brain cells than when you started. And today, I'm very happy to report we have all 4 members in the Discord call when we're supposed to. Granted, we are starting...
I woke up on time. I actually woke up on time this week.
Yeah, granted, we are starting 10 minutes after the specified start time, but that's okay. Everybody
lost getting water.
Everybody had to go get some type of beverage, so we had to delay it.
My head is killing me. I could not do this without having water.
Oh, did you party harder last night? Is that what happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Womp womp.
Yeah.
I have no sympathy. I'm sorry, I just don't.
Hey, the lack of sympathy for the party animal. Holy shit! What this?
I am being a little bit harsh. I do have some.
Fuck you.
Just not any that's gonna translate through this microphone.
The no hesitation on the I have no sympathy, and he came through so harsh.
You can hear like the solid dad energy right there, just vibrating from my side.
I heard the scowl. I heard it in the microphone. Oh,
no sympathy. God damn. Okay.
All right. So, anyways, I before we get into any topics or whatever, I have a little sidebar. Are you gents relatively active on the social media app Instagram?
Yeah. Okay. Don't say. Are thou gentlemen active on?
I will use whatever speech.
No,
I will use whatever speech I
I'm
damn well
Jacob.
like.
I like it. I like the overly pompous speech. I like it a lot.
Yeah, I do too. Thank you for agreeing with me, Dominic.
We are not a pompous podcast.
Maybe you're not, but where I come from, we like to have a little bit of pomp. We like to have we're a little pompous. Okay, you see
where I come from.
See now you're going too far. Now I have no sympathy for that.
I'm sure, like in the dictionary for sophistication and pompousness, it'll have a picture of us, right?
Yeah,
I'm definitely the most sophisticated person in the world. I can't say. I keep laughing to myself.
You're just laughing.
I can't even fake it.
Repeat the question for me. Wow, I feel like I missed several pieces.
Are you guys active on Instagram? Do you use Instagram occasionally?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm really using it right now.
Why are you using it right now?
You said Instagram, and I was like, I haven't gotten my fix.
Okay.
So I'm using it now.
Fair. That's a fair reason.
My dopamine addiction fix right there.
Yeah.
My dopamine.
No. So were you guys on Instagram on Wednesday the 26th? Did you see the gore that was on the platform?
Wait, there was gore?
What happened?
Yeah. Oh my god! If you went into Instagram Reels and you scrolled, like every other video was like a gunshot. Like murder.
I got 4 of those videos in a row.
Yeah. No, it was full of fights. It was a lot of gun murders. There was a lot
I saw a guy get run over by a bus.
I saw that too. There was a lot of car crash incidents. I saw...
was it just like a particularly violent day, or did the algorithm...
The algorithm just broke. I don't know.
A bit of both.
No, wait. Hold on. Okay, conspiracy theory time. Okay, here's the funny thing.
Let's put it on our tinfoil hats, please.
Yeah, let's put on the tinfoil hats, because this is you guys are gonna chuckle at this. Okay, the 26th. This all happened on the 26th?
Mm-hmm.
Did you all see like those memes that were like populating for the longest
slime
time?
Your homie day?
About slime your homie on the 26th.
I have no idea.
It was people sliming their homies.
Yeah. So slime your homie day for the boomers in the chat. It's essentially like your betray your homie day. Or like,
shoot your fellas.
Yeah. So if anyone tries to hang out with you in person that day, don't go, because they're gonna try and slime you. And then for some reason that day, everybody on Instagram Reels was getting slimed, and
everybody was getting slimed.
And it wasn't just like even murders and stuff. It was also like I saw a guy with his, how shall I put this? His gentleman's
Bluntly.
sausage
Oh.
severed. And there was
Ah.
blood was spurting from it because I think it was like a cheating thing. And then I also saw at one point, I saw a kid getting a circumcision surgery, which was fun. And then I also saw a woman giving birth in a kiddie pool. So
What?
Instagram was wild that day.
You saw somebody giving birth?
I saw someone giving birth. Yeah.
Interesting. Do you remember in film? Did you have to watch in film class the video about giving birth? Actually, I don't even think it was like I don't even think it was film class. I think it was a or not film class, health class. I don't even think it was health class. I'm pretty sure
we did watch something like that in a health or science class. Yeah, I do
I
remember that.
I had to watch a video for like a science class my freshman or sophomore year of high school of somebody giving birth.
Yeah, no, I remember that too. This wasn't nearly as bad. It was just you didn't like see all that, but it was still it still wasn't ideal.
I think what happens there is, well, I think the New York State schools require you to have, I think they call it like the talk or whatever it is, the
The talk, the birds and the bees.
yeah, the birds and the bees, the sexual education class they do. But I went to a Catholic schools, and the Catholics don't require that. It's, I've never.
They don't believe it. They don't believe in sex.
Well, they do, but not in a high school.
They don't. Oh, even worse. They don't believe in public sex.
Well, I feel like that you generally you should be avoiding that period, whether you're Catholic or not. But you know,
I have no memory of like watching. I might have been just like.
I heard public
very little from,
indecency.
like, high school. I have a bad memory of that kind of stuff, but I don't remember seeing anything like that. I remember like other health classes and like don't eat junk food, track the health for a week, that kind of stuff.
Just generally like good tips.
I don't know anything of the procreation environment there, except for like, I did take an advanced biology class, and we did talk about how the sperm travels towards the eggs and the ovules. I guess that does count, but it wasn't like the classic. Oh, this is what happens when you do this, and this is why you can't do that kind of video. It was
when a mommy and a daddy love each other very much.
But
it was unnecessary.
I think the only thing we've done here is just confirm to me that I shouldn't be on Instagram because I don't. Like
well, that problem has been fixed. It was fixed, like late on the 26th. But I will say there a lot of racism on that app. I think I've heard more racial slurs in my time on Instagram Reels than I have playing Rainbow Six Siege and Call of Duty for like half my life, which is really saying
it's actually like really crazy, like for real. Like I just like randomly, and it's weird. It's like certain videos too. It's not like every video. Like I ran into a video which was like just like a couple, like some guy was pretending to stab his girlfriend in the throat with a crab leg.
What?
And like that was the joke,
as you do.
Just casually mentioning that.
Is it just because the algorithm's like kind of adapting to like what you see? Because I'm on Instagram right now. I'm scrolling down. I see Rochester Red Wings, Domino's Pizza, something about Obama, something about Italian history, something about Obama, sea turtles, neighborhood planning.
A lot of politics here.
Ooh, there's a beaver. I don't see any.
Do you want to hear what my reels look like? This is the first Instagram reel I opened. The caption says, "Me obliterating my son after he gives me a drawing of our family instead of a map to unlimited beer and money to gamble with."
Yeah.
And that's a pretty accurate. I'm gonna like that one. That's a pretty accurate description of of my Reels experience.
Pretty accurate. There you go. Destroying your son for not giving you a treasure map to beer. The algorithm, you do have to be like, I think like the only way to properly use Instagram is to know, okay, even though I like this, do I want to like it so that the Instagram suggests more? Like you gotta be doing these things with the algorithm in mind. Otherwise, you're just gonna get a bunch of bullshit.
And then you have to
page.
keep in mind like how long you look at a post and all that stuff too to figure out.
Yeah. But thankfully, Instagram has not tried to molest my eyes in any way. And for some reason, on the 26th, It did not happen to me either. I don't know why. I got none of the gore, like none of it. So that's interesting. I mean, I don't even know when was the
sound
26th.
like just an old, decrepit, grumpy old man, but I just don't use Instagram a whole lot. It's kind of my solution here.
Yeah,
There
that
you
is
go.
that is the easiest way to get around it.
It is the easiest way. Stay off of social media if you can. Stay off of it. If you are to the audience out there, if you were young and impressionable, but for some reason you have not been using, you haven't been using social media, you made the right choice. Stay the fuck off of social media. It'll ruin your life.
Now-
This
For
is
as
not
long as possible.
it's not hyperbole.
Now, I will
It'll
say, though,
literally ruin your life.
I will say though,
Yeah,
Samuel,
really scare them.
Samuel, what else would I do when I'm lying in bed awake from 1 to 4 a.m.? What else am I going to do during that
But-
time, Samuel?
YouTube does not count as social media. Watch YouTube.
Yeah, but
That's my
God. But then, like, I can't watch YouTube on my phone though. Is the thing in my bed? So I'd have to have my computer on. I'd be laying in my bed watching like YouTube on the computer, and that's tiring. You know, it's like I want.
What kind of rule?
Huh? Oh, are we
What
gonna
kind
have
of
a fight
rule
with
is
about
that?
my rooms? What are you talking about?
You don't watch YouTube on your phone?
Well, no,
That's a rule?
I don't like the YouTube experience on mobile.
Fair. Okay. That's
And then
listen to music.
I'm so bored of music. I listen to music all the time. It's like,
Yeah, so do I.
and then I mean, like, you're listening to music for like 3 hours ish, like at a time. Like, what are you gonna do? That doesn't fill the time. You know,
That doesn't fill the time.
you're gonna get bored after maybe an hour. Just laying there looking at your ceiling, listening to music.
Do you have a hobby of a particular kind? Like, do you have a grind?
Do I? I mean, I could grind. Could grind Elder Scrolls Online, I guess, but like that's
Do it.
I
Yeah,
don't
do
know.
it. Fuck it. Do it. Elder Scrolls Online is much better than Facebook, bro. It just is. It just is.
I mean, that's true, but I feel like
Day.
I feel like that's gonna cause the problem to be more persistent than, you know. Because in that case, I'm actively using my brain to do things, but if I'm just sitting there watching YouTube or something, like, that doesn't take. Like, Instagram Reels is incredibly low mental effort, and I love that about it.
That is true. That is true. I'll tell you what, though. You know what instantly puts me to sleep? Reading a book. It knocks me right out.
Boring. God.
There's some good books out there. Come on. You gotta get the
I
classics.
read a lot of books too.
No, you're
see?
No, you're right. It's just I haven't been able to like actually read anything for so long. I don't know. Every time I have a bunch of books I want to read. Like I think I have 4 books sitting like behind me, like literally 5 feet away from me. But I've not touched them since I bought them.
You just force yourself to read them. Like if you this is assuming, right, in your scenario that you want to get off of Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Just force yourself to read them, or force yourself to read them, and it'll knock you out really because it takes a lot of mental activity to do, and it's like it's a fucking it's an exercise for sure. Like trying to reread a sentence and to internalize that information. I think it works. It works very well. Read instead of Instagram Reels, especially at night, because that shit will actually keep you up.
Yeah.
It doesn't work. Yes.
You know what's an absolute guilty pleasure I have when it comes to like late night media consumption?
Tell me.
You've seen those just the terrible like 3 a.m. challenge videos?
Oh
They're
God.
so bad.
Yeah.
They're good. They're so bad. They've done like a 360. They hit the Maryland point. They've been a 360. They're good again.
Wait.
They'll be
What,
like a
wait.
couple
What?
of,
What are these?
There'd be
It's
a couple like 20 little douchebags in a Honda. They'd be like, "Oh my god, we're gonna go to McDonald's at 3 a.m. in the morning," and they go to McDonald's, and it's just a McDonald's. And they go for the drive-thru, and they order something that like the price is like 6 cents, 66. It's like, "Oh my god, 666!" And then they get one of the buds that dresses Ronald McDonald and chase him down in the car for fake leather acts. It's the best stuff in the world. It's so fun.
Yeah, no, it's like don't drink the
Great
Among
channel.
Us potion at 3 a.m. It's like,
Yeah, yeah.
it's that.
Oh my god.
Thanos called me at
epic,
3 a.m.
Yeah, Thanos called me at 3 a.m. A great channel for that is I'm Jaystation on YouTube. He does like it's so bad, but he does put some effort into the production quality. It just kind of hits it right where it's so bad, it's kind of funny. it's
Oh my god.
I recommend.
I mean, you know what? That's I get that. You said guilty pleasure. I can't, bro. That kind of stuff. Don't drink the Among Us potion at
No,
6
it's
a.m.
the kind of
That
video that you have to go into incognito mode first to watch it. Otherwise,
Otherwise,
you don't want
it
that.
recommends all of them.
Recommendations.
Yeah, I've done that all the time.
I don't need any more of that to be forced down my god, the recommendations.
oh fuck.
Yeah.
Now, Jacob.
Oh, hold 1 second
Jacob.
before I get to you, Rob. And I will get to you. I went to the Jaystation YouTube channel, and 8 years ago he posted a video called "Keemstar is the greatest YouTuber," and I don't know if I agree with that. So I don't know if I.
For that matter.
You don't know Keemstar?
I'm gonna pull it up now too.
He's fucking wrong.
Yeah, Keemstar is. You ever heard like Drama Alert?
Did he find
Oh yeah.
the,
No.
Is he the one who found the body in Japan? I'm picking up Logan.
No, that's Logan Paul. That's a different.
No,
beast.
that's not
That's a
even
different
close.
beast. No,
That's a different can of worms. Are you kidding me?
yeah, it's a whole new topic.
We could make a whole episode about him.
Oh
About
my
the
god,
Paul
he did
brothers.
an epic 24-hour overnight challenge in Twump Tower.
Oh my god.
Twump
You
Tower.
know how how the night is 24 hours long.
Yeah. No, that's not what it means. It's not what it means.
I'm looking at it now, right? Like he has like so many Minecraft Enderman at 3 a.m. Exclamation point, in parentheses, real cops called. How could you go wrong?
Wait, hold on.
How
Are
could
you
go
on the Jaystation YouTube channel? Because I didn't see another.
I'm Jaystation, all one word, period.
I'm
I think it's all
Jaystation.
videos.
Okay.
At one point, I think he got, I don't know, invested in something, and he had to delete his channel. And this is all uploads from his old stuff, which is where the prime rib of the Jaystation all lies in his like mid 2000s stuff.
I look up Jaystation.
Less what's the word? I'm not gonna say less good because they're both quite bad, but less energetic.
I can't find.
I'm gonna share with you a playlist of all of his like fast food I'm Jaystation's 3am challenges. It's so bad it's good.
My god.
Stand by. I'm gonna forward into the chat, into the group chat.
Okay, yeah, forward it in the chat. So wait, what were you saying, Robert? What was the thing you were saying?
What were you saying?
Yeah, Jacob, weren't you saying that you? Sorry, I just saw what.
Oh, this
I
better
just
be
saw
good.
what Dom put in the. I just saw what Dom put in the chat.
I'll put some of the classics down for you.
All
in
right.
the-
Hold on.
But yeah,
I'm
Jacob,
checking
weren't you
the
saying
logs.
that you had a more official topic?
Focus topic. Yes. I guess we should get on that before we go down this rabbit hole of fucking. What?
That's such a stupid thumbnail.
Do not go to Starbucks at 3 a.m. challenge.
so bad. It's
Starbucks
Don't spend
mermaid came
six
for me.
and then there's like the little the public domain demon
Right.
image in the background. It's like the kid that goes into his mom's room and like, Mom, I peed the bed. Like that's what that
hold it.
is.
Hold it. I have one of his magnum opuses here. Stand by.
God.
My God.
And then the Statue of Liberty.
What the? Oh. What the hell?
Yeah, they came with the frog. Playing the elevator game at 2 a.m. It worked.
What the hell is the elevator game? What?
For
Oh
the
my.
listeners who can't see this because this is a podcast, each of his thumbnails is just terribly photoshopped. It's like him gasping, holding a bag of McDonald's with a giant red arrow pointing at it saying 666 in dollar sign. McDonald's 3M in the corner with a giant red circle around this obviously photoshopped in like Ronald McDonald figure. It's just the worst. It's so bad. It's
Worst
good.
fucking
Look at the
thing.
Maryland point. It's so.
Oh my God.
This is art.
No, it isn't. It's slop. It's slop. This is
Yeah,
nowhere
this is
near
Absolute
art.
cinema.
Are you kidding
Absolute
me?
cinema.
In what world is this art?
Absolute cinema.
Absolute.
Yeah,
cinema.
okay. Absolute cinema.
Dude, I am.
Yeah, I can't.
I'm unironically watching the Kermit the Frog one later when we're done.
Not watching either of these. This
Nah,
is-
let's just turn
this
this
is gonna
into
melt my
turn this
brain.
into a watch party.
Oh my
Just
God,
turn
we
it
should
into a
actually
watch
do
party.
that.
Just
So-
steal his.
That would be a good episode idea though. I might put that down.
Oh yeah, what's he gonna do? Sue us?
God.
Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're gonna be watching some Jaystation.
We're gonna be watching some Jaystation for a bit.
Yeah,
just let him.
It's React content, but it's like ethical because it's people that suck. So
There you go.
Yeah.
It's ethical because he sucks ass, bro.
yeah, we can react to all the Logan Paul stuff. Yeah, it'll be great.
Oh yeah, it'll be fine. We should do that at some point, at least for one episode.
Yeah,
Maybe not rebrand ourselves to a Jaystation React channel, but
No. But it'd be a fun little special episode for sure.
The Jaystation fan club.
No, I'm not willing to make
yeah.
that change.
No.
I'm not willing to make that departure. I don't think.
yeah, nah.
I think it's a little early.
I
For
feel
that.
like
Dignity.
I would only do that once I, made a plan to kill myself the following week. the day you see, it's like,
I've got one more for you, and then we can move on to any other topic with this one.
okay, yeah,
Okay.
show it. He took Kermit. Is that Michael Jackson, bro?
He
Summoning
took
Michael
Kermit,
Jackson?
summoning Michael Jackson with Kermit the Frog at 3 a.m.
Sam, do you mind explaining this one to the audience, the viewers? Mind explain
What is that
Okay.
face?
Oh, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at an iPhone. A man screaming. It's a thumbnail of a man screaming, holding an iPhone. In
That's
the
no
iPhone,
man. That's Jaystation.
Yeah, he's doing the
a
YouTuber face.
Jaystation. He's doing the YouTuber face. Jaystation doing the YouTuber soy jack face, holding an iPhone. And in the iPhone is a fucking lizard man with
No, that's
bulging
Michael
eyes.
Jackson.
That's Michael
That is not fucking Michael
Is that
Jackson.
That is Michael Jackson.
It's a lizard
Isn't
person
that
with a
Michael
Michael
Jackson?
Jackson mascot, is what it is.
It's a lizard
Isn't
person
that just like a
looks
shitty
like
photo
Michael...
of Michael Jackson?
No, it's not. It's a mask.
I really think that's Michael. I'm pretty sure
That's
that's Michael
not
Jackson.
Michael Jackson. That's a mask
Michael
of Michael
Jackson
Jackson.
doesn't
Looking
look
at-
like that.
I think we're
No,
looking
do
at
not.
is a very pale Michael Jackson morph suit over a man.
Yes, that's
Over
what we're
a
looking
man.
at. And then, so Sam, could you tell us about the right side of the thumbnail, please?
On the right side of the thumbnail, we see this Michael Jackson amalgamation. This Michael Jackson tulpa gripping Kermit the
Gripping.
Frog, gripping him, holding him hostage while Kermit the Frog
Gripping him.
gripping as he's
I love
he's
your reflection
squeezing
on
the life.
gripping.
Yeah, the way the enunciation is really nice on that.
He's gripping him. He's gripping Kermit.
He's squeezing the life out of Kermit the Frog. And Kermit the Frog, in that glazed over look he always has, and his fucking melted face.
Why
It's just, I don't know. I guess
Kermit?
he's.
Why?
It's a fucking.
What's your...
Because I hate that. It's fucking.
You're gonna have to bleep that one out.
Let's go! First racial slur on the podcast.
It's not a racial slur. It's not a
Safety
racial slur.
platforms don't allow that. I don't think Spotify's.
For context, Sam
Sam
is
can say that
black.
word. Yeah.
He's
Oh
black.
yes, yeah.
Dude, I've
I know
had-
it's very hard to tell. I know it's very hard to tell. I am black. Just for...
I've had a mental counter of like how long it's gonna take to get the first slur. I didn't think it would be this soon.
It's not a
So,
slur. God damn it.
So number 2.
More of the story
Yes.
is this is totally a guilty pleasure. They're so bad that they're good, right? They're so convoluted and poorly written and poorly done that they've done like a 360, and they're so bad they're kind of
They've
funny.
come full circle.
They've gone full
They've
circle
come-
here.
Yeah.
Is this the type of content you strive to create, Dominic?
This is so far away from what I want to do. This is miles away. I'd rather be shot.
I don't think I can think of any content that I'd want to make less than this.
Maybe as like a parody. This would be kind of a funny parody to do.
Oh, it
but,
would be
like,
such a
legit,
funny
no.
parody.
No.
It would be such a funny.
You
If you
guys
do like
don't
one
know.
or two of them, it would be great. But if you start making
You
a
know, we
career
should
out of
do
it, that's a
one of
problem.
these For like for one of our video classes that we're in, we should do a 3 AM challenge. It would be kind of funny.
We so totally
It would
should.
be.
We should make watch that.
It may make her quit a job.
It might.
No, she'll just
You
execute. She'll fucking execute us.
I can't teach
She'll
this.
execute it.
This is on TV.
Summary execution for a 3 a.m. video.
But
Just
she's
straight
gonna
up
she's
shoot
gonna
it.
make video prod firing squad executionist.
Oh my god. Video prod firing squad.
I do
I was
just,
like, I don't understand. Yeah, go ahead.
I do want to that thumbnail. That's a photoshopped hand, by the way.
Oh, that's a photoshopped hand?
Yeah, the photo. Yeah, the last one. The phone. He's holding the phone with Michael Jackson. That's photoshopped.
Oh,
How?
Yeah,
how
that's
could it not
photoshopped.
be? How could it not be? His finger is a polygon there. You can see
Yeah.
the Photoshop.
yeah, you can see the cutout. That's very obviously
Yeah.
photoshopped.
And it's
The
not
borders on
consistent
that-
with the lighting or anything.
the borders on his hand are just like so poorly cut out.
Yeah, and then like
Oh my god.
the way he would have to be holding his hand too to get that angle. I don't think you could really do that. It's
Thank
too-
God this guy quit or whatever.
I
died.
got ran off the internet, I think.
Got
He's
mods,
fucking-
mods kill Jaystation.
Rods kill Jaystation.
Mods crush his skull.
Wasn't he banned off of YouTube because he tried to he like made it look like his wife or girlfriend fucking died.
I think that might have been what
Ooh.
happened. It was something along those
It-
lines. It was really.
I'm pretty.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Jaystation Wikipedia.
Oh my God.
So I had something to say and I forgot what it was. I looked at Kermit the
Yeah.
Frog's face again and it just like blind banked me. I just nothing.
Kermit the Frog flashbang.
Okay, yeah.
I had something
In
to say.
2020, Jaystation announced his girlfriend had been killed by a drunk driver.
Oh my God.
And then later content showed him visiting a memorial and attempting to contact her with a Ouija board. Following
Oh
an
my
investigation,
God.
it was revealed that it was a publicity stunt and that his girlfriend was alive and well, and that he was intending to resurrect her in a later video.
Okay, so
What the
I
hell?
guess it happens.
listen, ignoring that doesn't just happen. What are you talking about? Excuse me.
So far away from happening.
Well, so okay, so let's just assume real quick, right, that this
Okay.
this situation is true somehow. God willed it. It's true. His girlfriend died in a drunk driving accident. How scummy do you have to be
Right.
to think, I'm gonna make money off this. I'm gonna go do a seance at the fucking gravesite.
Memorial, bro. That's insane, dude.
A slum move. Imagine being the like homicide detective in Toronto who had to deal with this. He's never heard of Jaystation before. I was like, what? You did what? And you want to do for Ouija board? And then you want to what? On YouTube.
On YouTube? Oh my God, it's the type of stuff that makes you.
By the way, he's across the lake in Toronto, in Ontario. He's not that far from us.
We could find Jaystation.
We could go
Yeah,
hunt him
let's go
down.
We could finish the job, theoretically speaking. He was run off the internet. We could run him off of. We could run him off the planet.
No shot you're formulating a Jaystation pogrom on the podcast. There's no shot that's what's
A
happening.
Jaystation hit.
I'm willing. Let's put this on the record. I am willing to pay whoever can kill Jaystation $5,000. $5,000 honor on Jaystation. That was.
This is gonna be so.
All you have to do is find him.
Huh?
I feel bad for future you who has to edit this. This is gonna be really tough to edit.
It'll be fine. It'll be fine.
It shouldn't be that hard. I feel like the hardest part is just gonna be putting the bleep over
Over the yeah.
Sam saying the N word.
Wait, hang on. Come on. I'm not allowed to put a bounty on somebody? That's
No,
against terms of service?
No. So we never said anything about that, just to be clear. No, nobody said anything about that being a problem.
I assume you know the Sam, but just in case you don't, that is illegal.
It's illegal to mean it. It's illegal to mean it. It's not illegal to say
obviously
it.
a joke. Internet. Who's
Yeah, he means in game,
yes,
in
it is.
Minecraft. He means in Minecraft.
In Minecraft.
Yeah.
In Minecraft.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Not $5,000. It's like 5,000 pieces of what's valuable in Minecraft.
5,000 gold.
No, gold is
5,000
useless. Are you
gold.
kidding me? You've not played Minecraft in a while, buddy.
It's
That's
not
like
bad.
5,000. It would probably be most useful to have 5,000 iron. I think.
5,000
Probably,
iron.
Yeah.
No, wouldn't
'cause,
it
like,
be diamond? Isn't diamond supposed to be really good?
Well, yeah, diamond's really good, but the thing is, like, at a certain point, you don't need diamonds anymore. But then, like, iron becomes really... Because, like, if you build farms, You need a lot of iron. I guess netherite would also be good to have 5,000 of, but that's...
Oh jeez, I don't
You
play
know.
enough Minecraft to know about any of this. Every time I go into Minecraft, I do the same thing where I go, oh, this is really cool, and I'll build just a giant city, and I've never been to the Ender, and I've never been to the Nether, and I've never done any of that. I just keep building villages.
Yeah.
In Minecraft.
Keep doing the same old shit. Yeah, that's me too.
Yeah. But I guess the
My
moral
God.
of the story, the comeback. I know we're such serious people, but I come back to seriousness. When these videos were up originally, right, on this original YouTube channel, they would get 2 million views each,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm blown away at how many views they got. What gullible people!
Well, I mean, look at Skibbity Toilet.
Well,
Look how
maybe
many
they're all
views that
fake.
has.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, you've got to be kidding me.
Oh,
Well,
Or
no,
maybe
no.
Not the Skibbity
millions
toilet.
of
No,
memes
shut the
finds
fuck.
their
Shut
way
up.
in.
Shut
It's
up.
it's brain rot.
Oh, it's
They're both brain rot. It's the same thing. Like, it's the same concept.
This is like an early precursor to modern day brain rot.
Yeah.
that's actually exactly what it is.
They could study this in colleges in the future.
Like, but you see, like, this is the thing, man. Isn't this what it is? Like, literally, you say, like, how many views did it get back in the day? Like, something million?
It's like 2
Oh,
million.
in
I mean,
the millions, right? In
that's
the low
mostly
millions.
kids, bro.
Yeah.
That's mostly
I-
kids, man.
I reckon that's true, but I reckon a non-trivial amount of those are like people like me who just finds it really funny and laughs at
Oh
it.
yeah, okay.
Yeah, it's
That there's-
absolutely hate watchers is
There's
driving
no
those
way this
stats up.
guy's not self-aware of what he's doing.
Yeah.
So
Just
that's
so,
my guilty
like-
pleasure. Just in case you're wondering.
Like, just a
Go back to
thought,
the-
in case we were wondering. But, like, just a thought, right? Like, looking at this guy, you, me, all of you guys, me and myself, as media production students, is this something to aspire to? Not the video itself, but, like, whatever code that he cracked. Is there something that we could learn
You're talking
from
about
his
the
grind?
formula he found?
I guess. I mean, well, no, but I mean, it can't be this bad, right? Like the formula, right? Like maybe it's just a cancerous version of like an actual genius formula, right? Like
I think it's two different schools of thought there that you've come across, right? So I mean, the first school of thought here is that he has uncovered a formula. He has made a formula for his videos, They're all kind of similar, and he found a formula that worked, which is kind of a half mystery. You gotta figure it out, and also half it's all a joke, and at the same time, it's a third half of this isn't a joke, fam. This is serious, bruh. And it's kind of a mix of that, and it's not what's the one I'm looking for right now. I'm not sure if I would want to actually do this as my job because I'm not sure I can convince myself that doing this kind of work, this kind of like Jaystation-y creation of overly hyped content with no actual value to it is of an ethical. I'm not sure this is ethical. Is that what I'm trying to say here?
yeah, no, that's
There's plenty of
That's
YouTube
fair.
channels which are successful, which do work that I think is much more has much more value to it. Like Brady Hammond, for example, is a pretty famous science YouTuber. He did number file, periodic videos, right? And he does a great job of creating all these science videos that also get millions of views. And unlike Jaystation's work, which I would put into entertainment, which is fine. You're allowed to make things that are entertaining. That's fine. His videos fall much more into the informational, edutainment, kind of educational, and that's the kind of field I would like to go into. It's much more education,
Like-
edutainment, kind of in that area. I'd like my videos to
like
have a goal,
Vsauce.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Vsauce. Like
Yeah,
a
I
goal
see.
to it. You watch an episode of Vsauce, you intend to learn. Or if you watch like a documentary, for example, about like Martin Luther King, you intend to learn. There's a goal out of it. But if you watch this, there's nothing you gain at the end of it. It's just a bit of amusement. And not that that's a bad thing. You're allowed to be amused. You're allowed to be entertained. That's a completely fine thing. We all kind of want to be entertained. But I prefer to aim my videos, my productions, my product to be a little bit more deeper than this. Although you have to admit, in a sense, it is a success with that formula. There is some success to it as it gained its views, which is kind of what Instagram is based off of. Like a lot of Instagram is content that is designed intentionally to pull your attention because that's what makes money, and it's not necessarily designed to be beneficial to you. And sometimes you hit a sweet spot where it does pull your attention and it's beneficial. But most of the time, it just pulls your attention with, like on Wednesday, where we saw, like with all the score. It's just made to pull you and give you a bit of what's called the surprise factor. It's made to surprise you. surprise, kind of, oh, what's that? Kind of keeps you engaged. And I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but I'm not saying this is necessarily a good thing either. It's just kind of a thing to be aware of. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I think you answered my question.
I've given this some pretty deep thought. Sorry about going so deep there.
No, that's what we wanted. That's why I asked. I think that's okay. Well, now we can actually move on to our actual topic.
Oh, what about you?
Thank
Sam?
you.
Would you do Jaystation if somehow a career opened up and you had to do?
Would you do Jaystation?
Would I do Jaystation? Would I do Jaystation? Not for anything less than $500. I'm kidding.
$500 is really what it would take for Jaystation?
I don't know.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit more.
Me personally, I'm not going as low as 500, but that's just me.
I'll admit.
Maybe I should raise it.
Well-worded thing, but not what. That's not laughing.
No, right. So like,
nature. That's what I'm asking.
Content. No, yeah, content. Not if I could help it. I mean, I do think. See, I've kind of put myself in a very interesting. So my philosophy on doing art is that, you will always have more fun with it if you do art for the sake of art itself. I've kind of like try to separate myself from the idea that you need to be successful with something you're passionate about. And this has helped me work, this has helped me like stay on the grind without like, wanting to blow my brains out. But at the same time, I sometimes feel like I'm a defeatist in that regard. It's like, oh, I went from saying, hey, I don't care about profit to almost getting to the point where I'm like, I don't believe I can profit off of doing something that's actually meaningful. It's a weird little thing. So, I find myself often in a microcosm where I'm like, oh, the only way to be successful is if you are Jaystation. And, oftentimes I do forget about the guys like Vsauce and Good Mythical Morning. So, no.
I think
short
what's
answer.
Going on here is it's kind of a balance between. Do you know what it's like? I'm gonna be such a nerd here. It's like Star Wars, right? So in Star Wars, you have the Force, right? And there's kind of two options to acquire the Force. You have the dark side, which promises a lot of power really fast, right? You can become one of the strongest people in the universe like that, and you can build a Death Star and blow up Endor, whatever they do, right? Or you have the other option.
Go on.
Like, thank you, yes. Which is just the light side, right? Where you can't become as powerful as fast. It takes a very long time. But like in the dark side, you can reach 90% of your potential. With the light side, you can reach 100% of your potential. I think the same thing kind of happens in media, right? You can opt for the Jaystation approach. You can gain a lot of viewers all at once, right? But that's very hard to maintain because the viewers are not invested in your work. They're just invested in this singular piece of content because they're not going to gain anything from your work. Which means you constantly have to. It's quite easy to get burnout. You constantly have to be producing more slop that you don't really believe in. Or you have the other approach, which is the edutainment side of things, where you can produce things more on your own schedule, and people will watch it because they do receive something from it. And I see, at least maybe it's because I'm a big old softie, but I watch way more of the long form kind of content that I would gain something from as opposed to the short term. I see way more of that out there than I do the short term. But I think it's because I try to avoid like social medias because I'm like an old man. But I think this I hear this in media that the only way to be successful is to you gotta be really eye catching and you gotta grab attention, you gotta keep that attention, you gotta do this, you gotta do that. I don't think that's true. It's very radio. Kind of a very radio thing because radio is a dying media, so they're desperate to get attention, so they do this a lot. But I think in video or in other content, it's not nearly as strong of a factor. Right? People will seek you out as opposed to the other way around.
Right.
And I do think that is true.
I've seen like a lot of YouTubers that I watch have like they have long turnout rates for their content, but they have a lot of these long-term supporters and stuff because it's so good. And they also have like Patreons and stuff. or like channel memberships, so you can like continue to make money because of the people that come back for you instead of just a piece of content you make. You know, they're willing to wait for that better stuff.
Or like this YouTube channel is like the Internet Historian. You guys ever heard of the Internet Historian?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that guy.
He does long form content. It's like kind of like documentaries, a docu series on events on the internet. And he's like, it takes him 8 months to do one of these. By no means is it fast. And using like a Jaystation model, he would fail. But he isn't failing. He's able to have a family and hold a business with this because people who seek out his content as opposed to the other way around. He found that balance.
That is
Well,
true.
the same thing of like Scott
John
Laws. Or John Tron, or
Oversimplified.
Vsauce.
Yep.
I'm just going down my list of people I've subscribed to.
Oversimplified.
Like Smart Every Day, right? Like he is 3 or 4 months between videos, right? Which is like, that's not good. But all of his videos are of really high quality, and that will garner attentions. And he can do it for years because he actually cares about the work he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to Jaystation, who like had to fake the murder of his girlfriend to get views, and then he just had a complete burnout and left because you can't sustain that. It's unsustainable.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah,
that's
no,
the
you're
philosophy
right.
of life from Uncle Dom for the audience today is do things you care about with high passion.
Yeah.
Don't do things you don't care about with high passion because the return on investment is low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's also like a middle ground too, where you can kind of do both. Because like I've seen YouTube channels that like they have the really high effort one that's like every few months, and then they have a second one that's more regular, kind of less effort stuff too. And so I think that's a really good avenue to go down if you're someone who like I watch a lot of gaming YouTubers generally, and it's more common in that space. But if you can go down that route, that's a good thing to do.
I
video,
and I have like a name for that. I call it the Vox model. You ever seen Vox News? Not Fox News, VOX, Vox News.
I have never seen this.
They
program.
do like terrible tabloid kind of like who's your favorite Harry Potter character? Which Harry Potter character? Those kind of quizzes, which are terrible. But every
The
so
like
often,
CBR.
BuzzFeed quizzes.
yeah, every so often they'll produce a really well put together news piece that has like a lot of intrigue and it was obviously researched very well. And I think what they're doing is they're just padding for time with like the really terrible tabloid quizzes to gain enough money to do the really nice pieces. I think that's what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't recommend
Right.
Vox. It's not a good news source, but on occasion they do produce good news pieces.
Mm-hmm.
It's rare, but they do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the idea, right? Like, and it is kind of more popular in like video game spaces because there are like games that people really care about, and then you could do stuff about games that people don't really care about as much. Donkey does this a lot. Yeah, Vox method. Some food for thought. I'm glad we had this conversation. Something to wet the palate of the
sure.
thinking man
The thinking
and
man.
woman or woman. The thinking person.
The thinking person. Thank you for being inclusive. I appreciate that. That was really a worry of mine.
It always bugs me. Not the inclusivity is good, but it always bugs me when people like point out the being inclusive. Like, I mean, just come on.
Oh yeah.
I don't like that. Right? You just do it, and then if you point it out, it kind of
It feels cheap. It feels like you're just doing it for the attention.
Yeah.
No, yeah, for real, for real. No, it's
like
I think inclusive. It's something that's cool to have, like, for you yourself to think about. But the minute somebody tries to make me think about it, I'm just like, well, you know what? Out of spite, I just don't give a shit anymore. Thank you, though.
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, no, inclusivity is definitely important to have for representation purposes. Because like if you don't get represented in media, like your identity, your culture, ethnicity, whatever, it's very easy for you to be kind of marginalized, and so it is important. That being said, though, have you guys seen Avengers Endgame? You know the scene at the end where all the female superheroes, they all like come together and they have their battle scene.
Yeah,
it's so
I tried
bad.
so
girl power
hard.
moment.
It's
Girl
so,
power
it's
moment.
so hard.
It's so bad.
When you finish your note, I have a little story about Avengers Endgame. But I'll let you finish this.
Yeah.
Remind me.
That was the end of it. It's just that scene
was that
pisses
it?
me off. It's that concept. It's like we're pointing out that we have a very diverse cast of very good women, and it's like that's cool. I love that. Why are you showing us that in this way? Like, be more creative with it.
You gotta be more creative than that. That was like
It was so cheap. So cheap.
That's actually what it is. Like, it just comes off as cheap and lazy in the end. Like, you didn't really put any kind of care and thought to that.
Yeah, and forced.
I always
like
feel
you're
bad.
just doing it. You're doing it to meet a quota. You're not doing it because you actually care about it.
Exactly, right? And they don't do that. Like, it's just comes off to me as like pandering. Like, they don't really do that. Like, if guys were to do something like that, it would be dumb as hell. If Iron Man was like, "Yeah, the boys are back in town."
No, dude, that would be hype. Are you kidding me? The boys are back in town, and you get like all the.
When Thin Lizzy starts
That is
playing.
a good song.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe then the news starts playing.
Like, I mean, so the idea of like the same thing with the Endgame scene with just men, you're right, that's bad. But Iron Man pulling up saying, "Yo, the boys are back in town," and they just start clobbering Thanos' army is so peak. It's so absolute cinema.
No, that okay. See, now that I'm imagining it, yes, I might have accidentally just created like absolute cinema with that.
Bro just wrote a better scene than the fucking Russo brothers could.
Congratulations.
The guy's getting paid to do it. The people getting paid. Oh, what's your Endgame story, Dominic?
Alright, so I'm not much of a superhero movie kind of guy. Right? I haven't really seen
Right.
any of them. And there's a lot of them now that I almost feel like intimidated. There's so many superhero movies because the part of my like I don't know what it is, like OCD whatever, wants me to watch all of them in chronological order. But that's such a huge time. I'm not gonna bother.
That's a huge undertaking.
Yeah, that's
It is.
Regardless, right? My girlfriend at the time, not my girlfriend now. This is a couple years ago. Really was into superhero movies, and so she had me watch Avengers Endgame. And the one before that, was it after Infinity War? Which one came first?
Infinity War was before Endgame, yeah.
Infinity War came first. She had me. Endgame was coming out, and so she had me watch Infinity War. I didn't really want to watch it, so she convinced me to see it by telling me, oh, it's really cool. It's like a space movie. And in my head, I was imagining, oh, it's like like
Interstellar
kind of space movie, right? And it's not an Apollo mission kind of space movie. I was very far away from an Apollo mission kind of space movie. And so I watched it. I had no idea what was going on, but it was fun. I'll give it that. It was fun. So we watched Endgame next, and I just had no idea what was going on. I'm still lost by it. And then later we saw. She had me watch the one with the raccoon. Which one has the one with the raccoon?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy. Thank you.
The one with the raccoon.
Good God.
That's so funny.
The one with the raccoon. That one raccoon.
I'm happy you figured that out from my table description.
Well, to be fair, there's only one like Marvel movie that features a raccoon.
I thought the first one was really good. The second one was okay.
All right.
The third one, I if maybe uncomfortable. The third one, I'm not sure about the third one.
I've never seen the third one.
Are there 3 movies or are there 2 movies?
There's 3 Guardians.
Oh, you're right. There's 3.
There's 3.
Yeah, there's 3.
Why'd
that make you uncomfortable?
Right.
Oh, the one where it's like the raccoon who is Rocket. I just googled it. The Rocket Raccoon's like backstory, right?
Yeah.
It's I don't know what it is with it. It's when he kisses the otter. I'm like, I'm not sure about that. This doesn't feel right to me.
I've never seen this movie. What? Excuse me? What do you mean kisses the otter? Is there
It goes from like the raccoon's backstory, right? Where he's like in a lab of some sort and he's abused or whatever, and blah blah blah, and humane beat and all that. But at some
blah
point,
blah blah.
another like intelligent animal that he like falls in love with, but they're pulled apart at some point in history, and there's like this flashback scene, and they kiss, and it feels wrong. It doesn't feel right. If it wasn't so well like. It's more of a movie CGI, so and that's it's technically quite good. If it wasn't like that good, it would have felt like a flash scene from a dodgy website. It didn't feel right. I still I'm not sure about that. That's sounding a little bit too close to like some like Fair Fantasy shit. I'm not sure about that.
Yeah. Damn.
She was really into it, and we broke up for other reasons, but that was one of them.
She was into it, so yeah, I love that bitch.
I was like, this isn't gonna work.
She really liked
Once
it.
I saw the raccoon kissing the otter,
she was way
I
too into
done.
that otter kissing that raccoon. Nah, I can't have none of that.
Right, and like I consider myself to be like a pretty like live and let live kind of guy, but But that's just how it be, I guess. You know, I don't know if my current girlfriend you like Marvel movies. I actually don't know. I haven't asked you.
Oh,
Yeah, the
gosh.
best way to ask her is definitely through the podcast.
Through a podcast.
ask
her.
The podcast.
What an
almost sure
efficient
she does not listen to this.
what an efficient way to
The tail end of a
ask to get information.
I should probably apply for my next internship through this podcast. Hey, hire me. Hire me, by the way. I'm very competent. I know how to use most Microsoft apps.
Which
not
ones,
Excel.
Which ones do you
That's
not?
it.
You don't know how to use Excel?
I'm terrible at Excel. That's the only thing. But I'm willing to learn. I am driven to learn. I've been working in the public.
Sam, I can teach you Excel. I know Excel really well. I do all the fun stuff like do the additives and derivatives.
Oh, you know how to use Excel?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. My whole life
Okay,
is
look at
Excel.
that.
I've run my whole life off Excel.
So,
Be nice,
future
Tom,
employer, here it is. This is video proof that I am actually in the midst of learning how to use Excel currently.
What is happening? How did what?
I'm applying. I'm applying.
No, Paul. How did we get from otters and raccoons and Marvel movies to you applying for an internship? What did I miss something? Did I zone out for like an amount of time?
Also an effective way to do something through a podcast.
Yeah, see, there you
Are you,
go.
are you going to send this in your application?
What are you applying for?
I'm not really applying for anything. I was just piggybacking off of Robert's joke.
Robert made a joke? What was the joke? I feel like I missed the joke.
You did miss the joke. I
You
said,
did miss the fucking joke.
I missed the joke? Is that why I have no idea what's happening?
yeah. I said this is a very effective way to be fucking sharing information through a podcast.
Yeah, with your girlfriend.
Applying for an internship.
Oh, got it. Okay, makes sense now. I'm back on board. I'm on track. I got it. I missed that crucial last part. Those 3 words at the end. Those were key. I didn't hear them. I'm on board now. I'm on track.
Okay. All right, but speaking of getting back on track, we've talked about a lot, which is good. But don't we have an actual topic we're supposed to be covering?
Technically,
no.
No.
Yes,
Well,
for next week.
we say it like actual topic. It's not like an actual topic. It's like it's something we could discuss. It's not like it usually is. I do have a sort of a master plan with the way the podcast is set up. I usually have some type of like opener, like either question or statement or story, and then that usually spirals off into like other discussion.
Snowballs.
Yeah, and then I do have other topics, but
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think this might be the podcast right here. I think we did it.
Yeah.
We've gone for an hour now. You've got some material.
Yeah,
we can push the topic for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went over a lot. We got real deep. We laughed. We cried.
We got really philosophical.
We instigated a hate march against Jaystation.
It happens. It does happen. I'm gonna send you guys, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. I'm gonna send you guys an image of the otter. You can tell me. Does it put you off too? Or is it just me?
Oh wait.
I'm sure it will. I'm sure it'll put me off. But
I can't decide if I'm just like being shallow or if it. Actually
I don't think you are. He's disgusting. He's a raccoon. He looks like a fucking raccoon. I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him kiss anybody.
The raccoon looks like he looks dope. Like he looks normal and not like a. Just have a look at that.
Okay. Let's.
Like, is it just me?
Hold on, give me a second.
That's a literal fucking otter.
I'm trying to find like.
What did you think it was gonna be?
I thought it was gonna be. I don't know. She looks nothing like Rocket. Like Rocket looks kind of like a man hybrid. This is a literal otter with robot arms.
I don't know.
Rocket doesn't look like a raccoon.
Me kind of.
Rocket, not that much. Like if you look at his body,
I get what you're saying. He looks like a raccoon and everything, minus that. He looks like a raccoon in the head and like not much else. I get what you're. That second image is not flattering.
No, that's the best.
This is bad. This is bad. This is why you cried. Yeah, this is not good.
Let me find a bit with it.
Like legitimately. Oh my god.
It's like Uncanny Valley. I don't like it.
This is Uncanny Valley. I don't like it either.
I got the one that really put me off. I found it. If it's a GIF, it's not a video, but this is the one that like put me off.
You gonna traumatize me, Dominic?
Brace
Give me
your eyes.
nightmares.
I listen. You'll tough it out. Don't worry about it.
You'll tough it out.
Yeah, you got this.
About that.
Mm.
And I'll feel right to me. Do you want to explain what's happened to the audience who can't see it right now? Because this is a podcast, Jacob.
So
explain what
I don't like it. I don't like it.
The answer is no. I don't want to explain it.
So what's happening is we have on the left we have our dear friend Rocket Raccoon, and then on the right we have our otter friend with robotic arms for some reason. I don't understand that, but they're at this point.
This makes me very uncomfortable.
They're rubbing snouts, which might be worse than an
Makes me
actual
very
kiss.
uncomfortable.
It might be worse than an actual kiss.
It's like that terrible Cats musical they did by Disney a couple years ago.
Jesus.
You know what it is?
The live
It's
action
the uncanny.
Cats.
Live action Cats. It's like the uncanny valley, right? Like it's either on the good side or the bad side uncanny valley. And I think all these images, it just doesn't quite hit it. Rocket, he hits the good side. It's a bit cartoony, you can believe it. The otter, it hits like right in the depth of that valley. It's like, I don't know.
They need to cool it. Like the robot arms, actually, that might be like the fucking transgressive piece of all this. Like the fucking, I don't want to see that.
They need to fucking put it down. Is what they need. Like that's not.
I think he did. I think the villain of the movie put her down. I'm
good.
Pretty sure.
I think she was.
Now we're the villains.
Hashtag high evolutionary. Hell yeah, I'm on his side.
Nah, I'm not going that far.
All right, I am.
No, you're right. High evolutionary was his name. Yeah, he was. He used to be a little bit less of a freak.
Hashtag high evolutionary hype squad. Am I right, boys?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm happy to hear I'm not the only one who thought that was a bit off. All right, I got it off my chest now. That's my confession for the day. I thought that scene from that one movie from 5 years ago was kind of weird.
No, that's fair. This is fucked. I don't like it.
Very succinct. Thank you. Thank you for that, Sam. Appreciate it.
So with the end of the show drawing near, I want to do something. I want to try this new thing, which is we end the show with closing statements. Okay. That's what I want to do.
Jesus. Okay.
Does it? I think I want to try that out, and then if it works, I want to keep doing that every episode.
Got it.
And if it doesn't work, then we'll just scrap it.
Much better than my
closing
current
statement.
Plan. So I'm all yours. For it.
Was your current plan just like end it at a random point?
No,
like
my current plan is I have a written out intro, right? I have that, and then I have a space for a written out outro, and all it says under it is "fuck it, we ball," and that's all it says. So I have no plan for an outro. So I am willing to take anything.
Let's go with Sam's. Is a bit more structured.
Closing statements. Okay, here's my closing statement. My closing statement is don't take everything too seriously. And, there's nothing wrong with sexual fetishes. If you have a sexual fetish...
Pause.
There's nothing wrong if you're into,
Where are you going with this, Sam? What's your mental exactly?
What I'm trying to say is, if you have one, that's fine. But, keep it out of my Marvel movies. I don't want to see it in my movies.
Sam, the thing is, do you know how much media is written with fetishes in mind?
That's a fair point.
So much media content is all based around fetishes. Like that's a bit of an unfair statement. I think what you mean to say is keep your bestiality fetish out of my Marvel movies. I think that's what you're trying to say.
I don't want your bestiality fetish. That's the one fetish I do not have any kind of acceptance for. Okay, let me redo my closing statement. Don't take it all so seriously. It doesn't matter. We're all going to die anyway. So live and let live.
Okay.
That's so optimistic.
Well, maybe somebody has a better one.
All right, I'll do my closing statement. Sam low-key might be a furry.
Oh, come on, man.
For his alarmingly high approval for interspecies relationships in Marvel movies.
What did I ever say?
I don't think you were listening for the majority of this podcast.
No,
I don't think you were.
I wasn't. I wasn't listening to his closing statement because one, I was thinking, what the fuck am I supposed to say? I just hear him go. If you have fetishes, that's cool.
His whole closing statement was like not condoning any of the interspecies fetishes. That was the whole point.
I don't know. That's what I drew. I drew the exact opposite from that.
conclusion.
And I'm a furry. Thanks.
Yeah.
Robert.
Yeah. No, you're a furry now.
Fucking... All right, Dominic, you're next. Then we'll let the host go last.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. I like to point out that right now, above all else, to any employers who may be listening to this podcast, after they've Googled my name, that none of my beliefs are affiliated with Sam's.
What the
Nice of you. No, I can rephrase that to be a bit more elegant. You can just cut that out, right? You can say that out.
Yeah, that'll totally all be gone in the final edit. Yeah.
I don't. Okay. that's so gonna steal me in there.
Oh, absolutely, it is.
To my fellow Americans and of other nationalities listeners.
What are you, Obama? What are you talking about? My fellow Americans, I do not condone bestiality. Like, what are you gonna say?
I got it. I'm gonna do this about.
You couldn't even say you're gonna do it without laughing.
My fellow citizens of the podcast who listen to this podcast, let it be known now on this first of oh shit, it's the first. I haven't paid my landlord. Okay, I'm gonna add that to my to-do list of things to do today. I gotta pay my landlord. On the first of March, in the year of our Lord 2025, that I did. I'm gonna redo that.
Yeah, go for it, man. Go for it.
Third time's a charm.
This is the fifth time.
Fifth time's the charm.
I'm good.
All right, I'm good. I'm under control.
Okay, that's my fellow listeners and citizens of the Collective Stupidity podcast. I am proud to say that we have indeed lived up to our name. I'm quite happy that we've pinned Sam down as the fairy as opposed to anyone else.
Yeah.
So
I'm glad Sam is our scapegoat for that.
Quite happy about that. I'll accept that.
Thank you.
My closing statement is I'm sensing I think there's a really great developing pattern here where for the last 2 episodes in a row we have not discussed any of the topics I've actually brought up once, and I think that's going to be a really good tradition that we can bring forward.
That may be a recurring pattern. I'm gonna be honest.
Because in the last one we did get to the topic, and I started to mention it, but then we immediately pivoted to Texas. I don't know if any of you noticed that, and we never went back to it.
You know what you should do? Like legit, you should put up you should create a Gmail account and have an email that people can email in.
I do actually have an email for it, so I could.
And toss into the into like description of the YouTube video or something, and then hey listeners, if you want to email in and complain to us about
our take on bestiality in Guardians of the Galaxy 3.
This is how you do it.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, email us. Criticize our takes. Or,
We'll read it, and then we could have feedback, or we could ignore your feedback if we don't like it, because it's a podcast made by.
Or we could bully you online.
Ooh, that's a better option. Do that.
Isn't that what we're already doing? I mean, like, we just bullied Jaystation for like an hour.
Yeah,
we did.
Okay, well, I wouldn't say bullied him. I wouldn't say we bullied him. We just spoke heavily ill of him.
And this is all opinions. This is not facts. You can't sue us for defamation.
Yeah, you can't sue us for defamation, Jaystation.
Yeah, my closing statement is this is all in game. This is not real. You can't sue us. None of these opinions, other than Sam's, because he 100% believes them. None of these opinions are actually real. All of Sam's opinions are real, though. See, you can.
It's all a hallucination. I'm actually crazy, and none of this is.
This is all actually a simulation.
Wake up!